Maximus action.
Maxim
action.
Gladiator 2. Welcome back to ComingThisSummer. We got to see this one early.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm too tickled about it though. It was good. I have never seen the first Gladiator though, so.
My expectations
I know,
were...
are you not entertained? And that's the extent of my knowledge from Gladiator
Joaquin
1.
Phoenix.
Is Joaquin Phoenix in
the first one? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Way young.
Is that what the thumbs down was in this movie? Okay. I expected a Are You Not Entertained? We didn't get it. Spoilers, I guess, for that.
Yeah, we won't do too much spoilers since this is an early review.
No.
I will say it exceeded my expectations because I really thought there's no way they can make a sequel to Gladiator be decent 20 plus years later, especially when you've killed off the main characters.
And it is a direct...
way more than they tell you in the trailers that is a direct.
It's a direct continuation.
And the trailer is like, oh, that's his armor. Maybe I'll wear it. No. I won't spoil stuff because I want people to watch the movie, but it is an absolute direct sequel.
It's a direct sequel.
Direct sequel.
Yeah.
We'll touch on that, like just some of the stuff. So we won't spoil it.
Cast was great.
Cast was great.
Pedro Pascal was fantastic. Denzel Washington, Joseph Quinn, whoever the guy was who played the main Gladiator was great.
They were everybody was...
The brother, like the two emperors.
Yeah, the weirdo.
Like, the crazy
one. The one with syphilis.
His loins disease spreads to his brain.
I love that line. You must help him.
He's got like the monkey. Yeah, I won't spoil that, but there's a really funny scene with the monkey. Yeah, but...
Denzel Washington was amazing, but I could hear him trying to do some kind of something with the voice, and then they like in movie write it off as like, oh, I was a slave in like other countries, and then like I've made my way through, and now I speak like I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah. From a country that doesn't exist.
But he was great. I liked him
fantastic
in his role, and I won't spoil it again of what went on there, but he was phenomenal.
No, that's our main cast though. It's like those kind of 5 individuals, those 5 actors.
There is at least one returning cast from the original Gladiator.
There is. They were returning, right? Okay. See, I didn't know that, but they do tell you that.
I won't. Yeah, I won't spoil it.
Were they?
I'm pretty sure it's.
I won't even say. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like it was very, and we get a direct flashback of Gladiator. Like right out of they have to cut Russell Crowe a check.
Like the ending of Gladiator.
Like,
right?
yeah.
Now I know why Russell Crowe was so mad that they kept asking him questions about Gladiator and weren't paying him.
It's not even in the movie.
He's like, I didn't direct the first one. I was just in it. I was just acting in it. Did Ridley Scott do the first one? Okay.
Which again, I know we really crapped on Megalopolis. That video.
It's a bad movie.
50, 60 comments.
It's a terrible movie.
About people arguing.
Another Rome movie.
That was an 80-plus-year-old director directing a Rome-ish inspired movie. And we joked and like you're too old to direct, but this was not a bad movie.
No.
Especially for a sequel, a legacy sequel, they're never good. Almost never.
It delivered on good action.
The action sequences were great.
Great characters. Good plot.
Like Napoleon was so boring last year, like we talked about.
Very
in the same style of movie.
Because it didn't take any like liberties to make like an actual entertaining movie. Yeah, it felt like a National Geographic.
Yeah, I felt like you were following a human during their daily life. Like, and now Ryan takes his shit.
Yeah. We're going to watch that for about 25 minutes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's,
he popped a YouTube video on. Let's see what he's
What does he watch? But yeah, it's 2 hours and 10 minutes-ish. So it's long, but it's not like, oh my God, 3 hours.
But the last like 20 minutes is like pure finale.
Yeah, the opening is like action city. The middle is action crazy. And then the end is
There's little downtime. There's some exposition downtime.
But not a lot. Like they do the water battles in this in the Coliseum,
naval
which
battle
is awesome.
Was dope. I wanted more time on that though.
See, but the CGI during that and during the monkey fights were a little bit...
This is weird.
They needed a little more money or a little more time on the rendering.
The effects. Yeah, for sure.
Because the practicals were great.
What's the budget of this movie, do you think?
I think it was around 200.
Oh, so Red One costs more money.
Oh, Red One costs the most out of everything we've seen in the last 2 weeks. Red One is... I don't even think Heretic was like more than 10, probably.
20 million?
30 maybe because of the actor.
Okay.
Gotta give Hugh Grant. He's propping up your whole movie.
Go for grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
No spoilers.
No spoilers here. Yeah, I will say I give it a recommend.
High recommend.
For sure.
Do you want to give numbers?
Oh, I'll give you a number. Okay. I want to say this though: if you have an IMAX or a Dolby or some big
check it out
format theater,
do that.
Do that. It's shot nice. It's a good. I'm gonna give it a 6.8.
Okay. All right.
It's better than average. but it's nowhere near as good as the first one. But it's definitely a worthy sequel.
I'm gonna see it again on the actual release. I think
Tonight, go watch the first one.
Okay, I'll do that.
And then
okay, all right.
it's weird. You'll appreciate it more, but you'll definitely go, okay, it's not as good as the first one.
Okay.
The first one was all about like setting up the intrigue of like more. I don't know. See, I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil some of the. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6.8 though. I definitely say go check it out.
6 is too low because it was a good movie. So I'm probably at like a 6.5. Maybe.
Okay.
But I can't give it a 7 because that's too high.
All right, I got you.
know,
And a quick
so-
reminder, 5 is average.
5 is average.
Some people hear 5 and
is
go, that
average.
means it's terrible.
No.
No. If you're in the 5 to 6 range, this doesn't mean that means it's definitely a watchable movie. We're not gonna give like Madam Web a 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just because some of the effects weren't great. I feel like some of the fights could have been fleshed out more.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the characters didn't
And
really
it's just
get
weird.
good
I would have
endings,
given
but
20, 30 more minutes to this movie.
yeah,
Like, how come
I
Napoleon
thought it was like
3 hours?
I thought it was like closer to the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
No.
It's like 2 hours and 10
2
minutes
hours
or
and
whatever.
15, 10
2:15.
minutes. Yeah.
Like, give
It
me
was
another
very
30
quick.
in this world to build up some of the. They rushed the end plot without spoiling it with the setup.
Yeah.
That moved. Like, all of a sudden, like, we're doing this tomorrow. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Outside
I feel
of that,
like
that's
there
my
should have
biggest
been
critique.
A little bit more fleshing out.
Yeah.
Of what actually goes down at the end without spoiling anything. But we're in the 6s, mid to high 6s, so
Yeah.
um,
It's been a good movie week, honestly, for the most part.
Yeah,
I know you didn't
we're
like
back.
Heretic, but I'm like,
yeah.
I
I enjoyed Heretic. I enjoyed
parts of it.
parts of it, the first half. Yeah. The Gladiator, quick review.
There you go.
No spoilers, obviously. So yeah.
Spoiler free.
Go see it when it comes out with Wicked.
Review coming soon.
It's my veto.
Are you vetoing that?
I might.
It'll be Jay explains, I guess. Bean explains.
They set up this like intelligent premise, and then like the payoff is just like, he's just like a weirdo. He's just like kind of a psychopath. You know what I mean?
It was
like, I liked the fact that he was like trying to be like, okay, I see where you're coming from, but like let me tell you
That's
why
why
you're wrong.
See, that's why I told you the end got